That was close.
We've got to find a place to put down. This eco-storm is getting worse. According to this, we're near the brink. The edge of the world should be somewhere right below us.
Why did I go on this crazy quest with you guys? Find Eco, save the world. I wanna go home.
Listen, if we can find a new eco-source, we may be able to help. Besides, I need to learn more about eco if I'm ever going to become a sage.
Relax, Dax. Could be worse.
It's worse.
Ah, eco-pirates. They hunt the frontier for helpless travelers.
Oh, we're not helpless. Dax, get on the gun.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hang on!
They've caught us!
Terribly sorry for the inconvenience. Please allow us to relieve you of your eco.
Nobody has eco anymore.
No doubt why these storms are growing worse, and the world is tearing itself apart.
We're on a mission to find more eco and stop that from happening.
Ah, the last of the brave heroes. Well, out here it's every man for himself, and we take what we can.
You'll get nothing here.
On the contrary, it seems I have stumbled on the world's most beautiful treasure.
You landed on the wrong Hellcat, pirate.
Listen, this can go easy or hard. You're one of them.
Oopsie daisy.
What happened?
Those crazy pirates must have shot us. Yeah, that's what happened.
Like it or not, we're going down. We've run out of eco.
Worse than that, we've run out of world.
The brink. Aside from a few dents and holes, this baby can still fly.
If we can find more green eco fuel, and if I can repair the power cells the pirates shot.
What?
While I work on that, why don't you boys go scout around and see what you can find?
What? With all those crazy trigger-fingered, fashionably dressed pirates running around? No way.
I'm sure you'll manage. But Jack, you can't transform anymore.
I know. Something's wrong.
If you can find some green eco, I'll have everything ready when you get back. You might need this. It's a fighting staff I've put together. You can even attach gun mods, if we can find any out here.
Hello ladies and gentlemen,
Monsters!
this is
Pick 'em up with a
Thunderwolf
punch.
and today we
Press
are
the punch
playing
button.
Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. The reason why, even though it is a terrible Jak and Daxter to play, is because I decided
button to
that
jump across the
as my
stepping
first
stone.
video, I'm going to pick something that is atrociously awful to play. That way, when my stream, or not stream, my
That's a
video,
high edge. Try double jumping
is
by
terrible,
pressing the button while
it
jumping.
just seems to roll well with the fact that the game is also terrible. So I feel like those two new things will work
Press
together
the
because
button and give 'em the old
there's no way the first video is gonna be good. It's already poor. I can just listen to myself right now and tell that this is gonna suck. However, hopefully practice does
I
make
bet
perfect.
that old
And
pillar would make a good bridge. Go knock it over, Jack.
as we progress along, we'll get better and better videos and better Jak games. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how well it works out. So yeah, this is Jak and Daxter Lost Frontier. It does kind of suck that we're not playing an original Jak game because this game doesn't do those any justice at all. Jak and Daxter is a beautiful franchise that is probably one of the best platformers to ever exist within the genre. And this game just, I don't know what they were thinking when they made it. I truly don't. I have a love for the game because I was, what, 10 when it first came out maybe? So, like, it was a bad game, but in my little pint-sized head, it was, oh crap, Jak and Daxter on PSP. I finally take my favorite game everywhere with me. And honestly, that was a lot more exciting than the fact that it overshadowed the fact that this game just sucked. So,
I do believe we just hit pay dirt.
yeah.
Let's mosey on back to the Hellcat.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm horsing on too. It's not
Jack!
a terrible game. It's very much a playable game, which is better than a lot of them out there. There are definitely a lot of games that are not even playable.
Hitting the button while jumping for a diving
It's just, if this was the first Jak and Daxter, it would be a lot more serviceable. But it's the last, and if it kind of has that Ratchet and Clank feel to it, like the early PS2 ones, and not even in a good way. And I think it's because High Impact that made this game, they also made Ratchet and Clank Spies Matters, and that's a more faithful Ratchet and Clank game to its series, and this is Jak and Daxter to its series. And I think that they basically just kind of took that structure and only changed it a little bit for this, because it's very much a mission-based. You go from planet, you don't go from planet to planet, but you go from like area to area in your ship, and it's set stage pieces, right, with set missions to accomplish, and a couple little bits you can go out of your way to get things.
If it weren't for the packs of flesh-eating armadillos, this would be a nice
But
place.
that's my theory behind it.
Let's get out of here.
Look what I found. This crystal seems to be full of green eco, and it's warm.
This is amazing.
What? Let me see. Are we rich?
This crystal is acting like an eco prism. It's slowly taking dark eco and converting it into green. If I could speed that up. I've got an idea. Okay, the crystal is hooked into the fuel relays. I've added a power condenser to focus the output and a couple of loop circuits to stabilize the eco flow. If this works, we should be able to run on this baby for a long time.
Everyone, cross your fingers.
You know, I've never been able to do that.
Oh yeah, now we're in business.
You realize we just found a way to convert dark eco into green? Do you know what this means?
Well, it means we may be able to create other colors of eco.
Maybe, with a little research and the right tools.
Looks like our swashbuckling friends are at it again.
We need to help that airship, Jak.
Buckle up.
And like another thing that I just noticed with the cutscene, they use a different Jak model, which was actually the one thing that bothered me when I was little. Because it wasn't just the cutscene and the endgame models are different. The art they used on the box used a different Jak model too.
Look out for those rocks. Okay.
Like, I don't understand why nothing was consistent when it came to the look of Jak. Granted, the endgame and cutscene one are basically the same. They just have small differences, like whatever's on his left arm. That's like the
Okay, careful now.
Oh, brake.
Use the air brake to slow down.
That's like the big difference, but on the box art, it was like
Hit the air brakes and
it was the same Jak, but it was like completely different
Now
attire.
let's stress the boosters.
And I just couldn't for the life of me figure out why that was. And that was the one that I loved. I remember that one very fondly because that was the only thing that bothered me. That, and there is another section. I won't spoil it for you poor souls that managed to avoid this game until stumbling upon this video. There is something else. It's a basic game mechanic that happens quite a bit.
Okay, these pirates are
The game really could have done without. Which it was like at the time it was really cool. It's like, oh, that's kind of something we all wanted from the community.
Nothing left of that guy but
But then it happened, and we kind of realized how stupid of an idea that was.
Never know
And now nobody ever wants it again. But again, we'll get back to that when we get there.
Jack! They're on our 6!
But like you can kind of already see what I was talking about earlier. The other games, it's much more of an open world. The first one being more like a open world Mario 64, and the other one just being like GTA, but in the world of Jak and Daxter. Whereas this one is more like the world of Ratchet and Clank 2. And maybe not even as jealous. But in the world of Jak and Daxter. Or the gameplay of Ratchet and Clank 2 in the world of Jak and Daxter. And it could have worked really well. It really could have, but they just didn't do it right. And like, it's a formula that does work. Ratchet and Clank still uses that to this day. I don't know what they did deviate a little bit in one game, but that's like the only game besides the spin-offs. Count those. But even in the high impact version, it was a formula that worked. It actually worked a lot better in that game. That game overall was just a lot better. Like, they were definitely more like an Insomniac group than they were a Naughty Dog group. So, I don't know. I could honestly complain, and I could have theories, and I could go on and on forever, which right now I'm not planning on doing, but who knows if I have other things to talk about. I can circle back to it. Oh.
Impressive flying, friend. I am Duke Skyheat, leader of the European people and protector of the sacred eco.
I'm Kira, and this is Jack.
Thank you for helping us deal with those dreadful vagabonds. Ever since we began looking for the Eco Core, the pirates have increased their attacks on us. I am surprised to find anyone out here flying solo.
The Eco Core?
Yes, one of the famed and mythic sources from where all eco flows.
Oh my goodness. We're
We're happy to help.
Well, do make yourselves comfortable. The enemies of the Sky Pirates are most certainly our allies. I noticed your ship is quite damaged. Let us escort you to our grand city Europa, where you can get repairs before you continue your quest.
So, Europa. It's actually not a bad area. You only get to visit it once though, which kind of does suck, because it's
Finally, some shore leave.
the only city in the entire game.
Definitely go for a bath, a hot oil massage.
I'm not doing that.
And a
It's
game
the
of
only
cards.
city in the
We'll
whole
probably have
game, and
that
you
order.
visit it technically twice, but you really only visit it once. Okay, and this is it. This is the time. There's other areas. There's actually
A stranger. Who is he?
one area that has like other buildings and stuff.
Look, Jack.
You could call
I
it maybe a
broke down the dark eco
town,
into colored eco.
but that's really it. Like, yeah, we'll go in that one. Oh, I'm out. Okay. Really? I'm already out.
Well, Jack.
But like
what
that's
do you
it.
think of our magnificent city? When you're done sightseeing, come
So,
meet with me at the Eco
another
Secret
thing
Center.
that I'm gonna complain about now. Again, then I didn't complain about anything except the models being different. Other than that, I loved this game when I was a kid. I still cherish it. Might be a strong word to use. I do still enjoy it to an extent, not the same extent I did then, but to an extent.
Welcome back. I trust your stay with us has been enlightening.
We're still a few answers short.
And I have questions for you as well. For instance, why are you out here on the brink?
We too are looking for a new eco source to help save the world.
A noble pursuit. Perhaps we can be of some assistance. It is called the Eco Seeker, and it is said to point to any major eco source. We had hoped it would help us find the Eco Core. Alas, we're unable to make it work.
Let me try. I have certain abilities.
Yes, I've heard of you, Jack. We may be on the edge of the world here, but stories do reach us. Chancellor?
I can't do it. Too much power. Darkness everywhere.
If you don't mind, I'd like to study it. You see, I'm training to become an eco-sage.
Very well. I will grant your request on one condition. That you prove to us you can protect the Seeker Orb at all costs. Agreed?
Agreed.
Then go and face the danger course. If, by some chance, you beat it, the Seeker will be yours for a week.
One thing I'm going to mention that I do really like, the visuals in the cutscenes. Love them. The mouth movement might have done a little bit better work, but the overall, like,
it's arbitrary platforming challenges
just the
mixed with
look,
heavy gunplay.
I do like. It's a very clean look. It reminds me very much of a PS3 era title. Like if Jak and Daxter got a proper PS3 port, or PS3, not port, but proper PS3 game, I feel like the cutscenes would look a bit more like that. The game might even look a bit more like that, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, this is how we do guns. You see this big ass staff I'm carrying?
Welcome
Yeah.
to the danger course.
It can go pew. Why? I don't know. Again, another reason why I think it's more Ratchet and Clank than Jak and Daxter with this studio is because they gave me a weapon to use. You don't use weapons in the other Jak games. He has his fists. And then he comes with a gun in the later ones that technically you can hit people with, but that's more of a, why the hell would you put the gun away to punch somebody instead of just hitting them with the gun type of deal. But here they gave me a weapon straight out the gate. Maybe they can't do proper hit textures or something? Hit textures. Hit boxes with fists? I don't know. But that was just another thing I thought of. You know what? I think I'm really starting to hit some marks with this Jak and Daxter, this Ratchet and Clank theory.
Get rid of any pirates you see as quickly as possible.
God. And then my final gripe for now, because I want to save some for later, otherwise I'm going to run out. The camera. And this isn't a fault of the developers, honestly. They really shouldn't have made this a PS2 title, too. But the camera kinda sucks.
That is a citizen.
Which is forgivable because this is meant for the PSP, which has no secondary stick for camera movement, right? It's basically just the L and R buttons on there. And it's fine. In most places, you basically have camera control, but like here, they wanted to limit it. It is what it is, you know. But that's hopefully the last gripe. I'm gonna try and keep it to that.
Right between the eyes.
Cause I could go on. Oh, I can't hit these. What? I have to shoot them? Oh well, that was a civilian. Oh. Oh man, I keep hitting people. Will you get out of the way? Will you? No.
Let's see how you deal with this.
Let's see if we get bronze this time. Oh shit, okay. Let's see if we get silver this time. Never mind.
Serpentine, Jak! Serpentine!
I do kind of like the portraits they use of actual pirates. They get silver.
Adequate. Shoot the bullseye.
Adequate. Screw you. I got above bronze. Oh, I got bronze. Technically, I did get over it though. I do like how the pictures of the actual pirates you'll encounter. I do find that to be a bit funny. Oh, there's another one. This one I should be able to get them all. So they're all just targets. It's not exactly any way to lose points as long as you hit all the targets. Get that other one. They did, however, get the gun a bit right, because in Jak and Daxter, whenever they had the like the rifle guns out, the rifle and the automatic, they did have a weird way of actually aiming, considering that there was no aiming down sights. So they did have like a unique way of doing it, which basically if your character's pointing at a target, he's gonna aim at it. I say that as that happens, but they did kind of nail it. Maybe nail it's a bit too good for that, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? I'm sure you get what I'm saying. I'm not exactly sure. I'm also not being deceptive, so I'm hoping you get what I'm saying. What? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, give me my gold. This is one section I'm gonna get gold in because it's.
That's some fancy shooting, Jak. Mighty fancy.
I don't care to get gold in the other ones. So.
The rumors
There's my orb.
true, it would seem.
Rumors.
Sky pirates are
I never understood that trope. We heard about you from all the way out here where we barely get news. So let's make sure you're actually what they say you are. Like, if I'm that popular that you hear about me all the way out here, what makes you think I'm not worth it? You think we just had that many people lying about my skills? Or do you think it was just one rumor that just happened to catch steam and you're like, oh, we gotta make sure it was a true rumor? A truth. Gotta make sure it's the truth. I never understood that trope. Especially when it's like, we heard about you from all the way out here. You're very popular. It's like, yeah, I know I'm popular. Because I'm really good at what I do. You know? Really popular basketball players are that way because they are good at what they do. So, you wouldn't have LeBron James try out in basketball just to prove that he could do it. Oh, ow. You know? So why are you doing it to me here? Oh my god, oh my god, just die. You guys get what I'm saying though?
Return to the sanctum and meet with his grace.
What did I tell you?
Here comes that special gameplay segment that I also hate.
Jak? Buddy? Pal of mine? Where'd you go? Give me number!
So yeah, that happens. And you know, until this moment, I thought a Dark Daxter would be really cool. No longer think that. It's still an interesting idea, but they took it. I think they just took it in the direction nobody really expected it, and then they gave it a gameplay that really isn't all that fun. Especially when the main gameplay, as bad as it is, does its best to emulate classic Jak and Daxter. And this one kinda just takes it and says, we're gonna give you a traditional, less traditional Jak and Daxter, more traditional handheld gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a popular series on a game, it's not the same as like the main console. Unless you're Nintendo, in which case most of the time it kind of is actually.
Yes, mutants, come to me.
But yeah,
Your delicious self.
not a huge fan of this section. Not a huge fan of the spiders. Not a huge fan of just any of it, really. So this could be a bit of a bog to get through.
So much Dark Eco hiding down here. I gotta have it.
And like, it's not even bad gameplay, it's just so repetitive. Because you've seen everything I do, right? Alright, now you've seen everything I do. There's nothing. I forgot this just keeps coming. Like, there's no secrets now. You've seen everything he can do. You've basically seen how everything works. At least now you have. Again. And that's how it is the rest of the game. The entire rest of the game is this when it comes to the sections. And it's just, alright. Gotta live with it.
Come here, Spider. I have some plans for you.
Oh man, come here. And it's not even challenging. Like, you can see. It's not a challenge at all.
I can shake the world.
These guys barely hurt you. If they do, the puzzling is not that hard. It gets a little more challenging later, and I do stress a little. But this is basically all that it boils down to. Anyway, see, I tried to be positive. I forgot this has to come up though. So it's very hard. I do, and I maybe this was a mistake doing with this one first. I want to stress, I absolutely love the Jak and Daxter series. It is my second favorite series of all time. Sometimes third. Whenever Ratchet and Clank comes out with a new game, this becomes third, and then Ratchet and Clank takes second. But once the hype for that one's died down, usually it gets back. But anyway, so basically what I'm saying is I love Jak and Daxter. Love Jak and Daxter. Don't want you to think I don't. Huge fan. It's just this game, man. This game. So. But again, it has its moments. It definitely has a lot of flaws. It does have its... Oh, sorry. It definitely has its moments, though. Just let me go. Just let me go. Like, see that? That's a cool little touch. It is the smallest of touches you could add, but breaking the elevator, nice little touch.
No, not done playing yet.
So anyway, yeah. That's gonna about do it for this video, because after this, we're moving on to the next section. So I just want to thank all of you for showing up and watching my first video of the channel. I know it was a lot of complaining about the game that I'm playing. Wasn't my full intention, but sadly that's just how it worked out. Anyway, I am going to play this to 100% completion, but I am going to finish the whole story. So I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.